Welcome back to another voiceover with me, and this time we are doing intro 1A for E riders. So this is a qualifier for the National Equine Show, and to qualify we had to get 63%. So this is Rosie's second ever test, probably about 3 weeks after the first. And yeah, so here we go. Rosie's just about to go on a holiday here, and I think she kind of was just showing that she was beginning to need a break. But anyway, here we go. Oh, terrible centre line there. Do not know what I was doing. 6.5. A couple of wobbles, quite active. For the next movement, we go all the way down to A. So yeah, she's nice and active here, but you can see the little head tilt has come back again and a little bit inconsistent in outline, but anyway, we get 6.5 for this. So this is our half 20 to X and a half 20 to C. I think this is nice. Then we walk at M. I got a 6.5 and tenths. I suppose, yeah. She's just active though. And then BK is free walk on a long rein. I thought this is not a bad effort, but she only got a 5 for this. She wanted her to reach forward, which I agree with, but I thought the activity was good. So anyway, at A, we go into working trot. She got a 6, tension in contact, which I do agree with. And then here we do a circle. She got a 6.5 for her circle. This is her naughty side, so I was really pleased about that. Some head tilting and tension. I think Rosie at this point was just like, I'm so done with everything. But to be fair, you know, we've got to have the good days and the bad. I think it's okay at this point in her education. I'm just worried about her going forwards. So HXF changed the rein. She got a 6, frame and balance varying, which, yep, fair enough. Then at A, we go into medium walk. That was nice. Nose is poking, but not too bad. She got a 6.5 against hand to walk, then fair steps. So I think she could have been a little bit more, just a little bit nicer there, but never mind. And then here she's going to do what's meant to be a free walk on a long rein. Is it? Oh no, it's just a half circle. Sorry. She got a 6, tighten back. I think the tighten back is just her being tense, to be fair. I don't think it's anything really to worry about, but she only got a 6 for that, which is a bit of a shame. And F, we're going to go into trot. 6.5, could be quarter into contact. Don't know about that. And then for our final centre line, we got a 6.5, overshot to A, but obedient to halt. I did do this test twice, and actually on the first video, she halted dead. So as I said there before it cut me off, I did actually film this test a couple of times. I tend to do it no more than twice, because obviously in the moment when you go and do a real test, you can't do it more than once anyway. And in the first test, she did do a perfect halt, but I just felt the rest of the test wasn't so good. And I don't know whether I should just put that one in because the overall impression would have been better. But this was, in my opinion, the better test, but the halt at the end wasn't the greatest, which was a shame because, you know, fine, fair enough. Anyway, on to the collectives. So I got a 7 for my position again, which is absolutely great. That's what we need. I got 6.5 for my rider results, which again is fair enough. She got a 7 for her rhythm, so that's great. That's consistency there. That's really good. Then I only got a 6 for my contact, harmony acceptance and elastic contact. Like I said, this is just before she had a holiday, so I think she kind of was getting to a point where she just was done with being a riding horse at this point and needed a holiday. I also am going to have a look at maybe changing a bit, which will help with that. and then she got 6.5 for her suppleness and nothing underlined, so that's okay. General remarks were well done, an active test with some nice moments, just needing relaxation and suppleness in the contact and over the back. So I think the over the back thing is just tension. Needs to work forward into the contact, whether in a round frame or for stretching for the free walk. So yeah, she just hammered us because at that particular point Rosie chose not to stretch forwards, but you know, it's only her second test and she's still not really been broken in that long. So I wasn't that fussed. I think the comments were fair and we got 63.41%, which is not as good as the first test, but in some ways, was it as good a test? Some ways it was, some ways it wasn't. But that was actually in an open class, so there was no restricted. She was up against horses that are probably much older again. That's something we're just going to get until we're going properly and not doing things so unregulated. But yeah, as an ambassador for the National Equine Show, I was really proud to take part, and they did, as you'll have seen at the start, they do the best rosettes, and the thing that I really wanted, black. So as a qualifier, we've got a plaque. So this now means that because I qualified in the last round, in the first rounds, I didn't have to compete again this month. And I think they were going to do it slightly differently, but because of the weather and whatnot, they then decided that actually people just didn't have enough chance to get in time. So I was one of the first couples to qualify in the first round. Then they've just run a second round, and the people that get over 63%, that will then also qualify for the final. And then the final is next month. And so Rosie's been on holiday for a couple of weeks, well, been a month nearly now. So I've got to get back on Rosie and film my test in time for the final, which is going to be cutting it fine. But never mind. Judging on the scores and where we came, I think she came about 15th overall out of about 20 odd. I don't think we're going to win. It'd be lovely if we did win, because you get I think the first three get their prizes presented at the National Equine Show in March, and it would be lovely to be part of that. But I don't know. I think we can maybe get top 10. It depends on what she's like when I bring her back in, but it doesn't really matter. I was just proud that we've qualified. That's her first championship done, and we're not even that far in yet to her career. So yeah, it's been great. So follow on for my next one, which will be the final.